Today I'm going to show you how to increase your chances of getting through and even potentially winning a round of Dizzy Heights in Fall Guys, and hopefully get you one step closer to that elusive crown. Hi everyone, Omar here, and welcome to ODL Gaming. If you're looking for the latest industry news and game reviews, as well as everything to do with gaming, start by subscribing and clicking the bell. Dizzy Heights is one of several obstacle courses that tend to make up the opening rounds of the show. The course is made up of 4 sections, each of which will test your jumping and timing skills. The first section consists of large spinning discs that travel in different directions and are sectioned off by yellow bouncy boxes. Depending on where the game starts you off, try to make a beeline for the outside discs, as the majority of the other players will tend to head straight for the center of the course. It only takes 1 or 2 players to fall over and slow you down, or worse, trip you up. Always make sure you're traveling in the same direction as the disc. While you may be tempted to go against the flow because the path looks shorter, in reality it's going to take you longer to get there. Unlike later sections, there's actually no need to jump from disc to disc, and most of the time you can simply run from one to the other. The trick to this is staying close to the edge of the disc, making it easier to walk off. Once you've mastered transitioning from disc to disc, you'll often find you clear the first section in front of the pack. The course changes things up in Section 2, where contestants need to navigate 4 corridors while avoiding the giant balls being launched at them. As you transition from Section 1 to Section 2, you'll have a brief moment to see the pattern the balls are traveling in. Be sure to make a move for the lane that has a ball that is just reaching the end, as you'll have plenty of time to travel up that lane before the next ball arrives. As you're running up the lane, be sure to keep an eye on where the balls are in the neighboring lanes. As soon as you see the ball pass, switch over to that lane to buy yourself some extra time before having to switch to the next one. If you can master this, you can make your way quickly through this section by zigzagging between lanes. While not the quickest option, stopping in between lanes to allow balls to pass can save you a lot of time, and is actually faster than being knocked down and having to get up again. This brings us to Section 3 of this obstacle course. This section is similar to the first, but all the discs are elevated off the ground. Timing is critical here, as not landing your jump will drop you down to a lower level and cost you a lot of time. Just like in Section 1, you want to make sure that you avoid the temptation of cutting across the disc. Doing this will reduce the time you have to line up the next jump. Make sure that you turn your character to face the same direction as the disc in order to reduce your chance of falling over. Nothing will ruin your momentum more than having to wait for your character to get back up on their feet. The last section before the finishing line is where so many fail on this course, and it mostly happens at the start. As you leave Section 3 and head up the ramp to Section 4, there is a hidden gap that many fall into. To make sure you're not one of them, perform a jump and dive just as you get to the top of the ramp. Simply jumping will not always work, so add in a dive to guarantee you make it. Just like before, land in the same direction as the arrows on the floor, so your character has a better chance of staying on their feet. Once past the 3 discs, try to stick to the sides of the final climb to the finishing line. The chances of being hit by the balls that are being fired into the course are pretty low, plus you get to avoid most of the other contestants, who might hold you back or even knock you over. That's all the tips I have for the Dizzy Heights round of Fall Guys. Let me know if you found any of these useful in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe to catch all of my other Fall Guys tips and tricks videos. Thanks for watching.